This one picture of the sunrise sunset I hang above my Watson Award. Both, I think, recognize some very important things that you have to try to do in your career. Both two totally different levels of achievement in my mind. Can't look at one without looking at the other. I'm Dr. John Mansour. I'm a professor of surgery, and this is my show and tell. My collecting these art pieces really started as almost an accident, but when you have the opportunity to take care of patients who have really serious diseases, you build these connections with them. This piece that I keep on the wall is a painting done by a patient of mine. And I took care of him for a long time. I resected a very large tumor and he lived a long time after that. But ultimately he came to a point where his cancer came back. And one day in the mail I got a little package with a notice from his funeral sent by his sister. And this painting is either a sunset or a sunrise. And I really love that. That was the last one he did. I hope that it's a sunrise, because I want that to be what he was thinking about. This wood piece is given to me by a patient who had been a high school teacher. The message on here says, "To a master medicinal carver." He said that he was a wood carver, but I was a medicinal carver. He would always make that comment. So I think that's part of the reason why he really wanted to share this, that he felt that we shared some technical thing together. And his wife said that he had really kind of pushed through it and had some rough days, but said, "I got to get into the wood shop. I got to go do this thing for Dr. Mansour." And the thing I always think about when I think about this piece is that it's not a gift of wood, it's a gift of time. So it's pretty humbling that he would have spent that time on me when he knew his time was pretty limited. This is a piece that came to me from a patient who I took care of, who originally was from Peru. And she'd moved here to the United States to be closer to her family when she was diagnosed with stomach cancer. And I had the pleasure of taking care of her, and we did a pretty big surgery and she did really well. And then ultimately her cancer came back. And she elected to go be with her family in Peru to sort of live out the remainder of her life, because it was not curable at that time. And she one day came back to the Dallas area, and when she came, she brought this piece, which is from her hometown, Tumi, Peru, which she explained to me. Tumi means to cut in her language. And when she saw this, she said, "I have to take that to Dr. Mansour." And I was really struck by that it was important to her to come and have that last message for me. I think about these pieces very regularly. They inspire me to keep going and to remember that it's not worth anything if you're not helping your patients at the end. It's really not.